Yo, what's up, fam?
The dream team is back in the house.
Okay, I don't know what to say after he just said
Oh,
that.
daughter.
Oh,
You excited, Ganshin, and you excited for it now.
dream
Excited.
team.
We haven't recorded in a while, and then
You're making me blush, man. You're making me blush. So early in the podcast.
I
Man.
almost died.
At least you
I
ain't
almost
hating.
Died, and now you just treating me like this.
Are we seriously going there? Come on, man. Are we seriously going there?
Come on, bro.
Okay, man.
Show some appreciation for your homeboy.
We appreciate that you're live. So we can actually do this podcast
Straight
because
up, I almost died.
our guest did not want to do this with just me.
Yes.
She finds me a little intimidating. I kind of understand.
Yeah, I understand.
I do got it going on. The issue is now.
Do got it going on and intimidating are two different things, though. Like separate, dude.
No, they're not. No.
You understand?
No, they're not.
So, like,
Because I got it going on, I intimidate her. Okay. Aside from her intellect, but that's besides the point. I don't even know what week we're on, man.
I don't
so
even
confused.
know what episode we're on. Exactly.
We're on 14.
that's
We're on
how-
14, I think.
That's how long we haven't recorded for.
No, this is 13. This is 13.
Are you sure this is 13? Because I feel like it might
Yeah,
be 12.
no, it's 13. 12
Okay,
is the
you know,
Valentine's Day one.
Whatever episode this
No,
might
I
be,
remember.
whatever episode this might be, it's just gonna be epic. That's just the one thing to remember and to just have stick in your mind that it's gonna be epic, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be dope. So
Yeah.
many things have been happening. Expropriation of land without compensation. The EFF has been preaching about it. ANC has been talking about it. We have a new president in South Africa,
Wow.
President Ramaphosa, new deputy president, new cabinet reshuffle. Everything is just happening. Black Panther movie came out.
Such
It's
a pretty.
crazy, dude.
I'm not
Everything that's
interested in
happening here is just
anything
crazy.
that you've mentioned.
South Africa is just lit right
But
now.
I'm just excited about people.
Yes.
No, that's the name of the guest that we got on the show.
In English, translated in
Yeah.
English, yes. That's
First of all, her name is Bantu. She has a heart for people. She's a very bubbly person, man. Like she has one of the coolest personalities out here.
That is actually very true. No jokes.
Like if you'd meet her, you'd probably think she's on something, but no, it's just the Holy Ghost, you know. She's just crazy about her Jesus, and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
Love
that.
of God.
You know what I mean? She's an amazing human being, man. I don't want to talk about her. I think she should give her own introduction, okay? Because I feel like she'll do a better job at doing that because we are very terrible at this, okay?
No, don't speak for me. You are the one doing the introduction.
No,
so
we.
Don't speak for me.
Okay. You do
No,
the
no,
introduction.
No, you've already queued for her. You can't do that. You can't queue for her and then queue back to me. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
it
his
doesn't
way
work
of
like
agreeing
that.
with what I was saying.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Hard for people. Hello.
Hi guys, hi.
How are you?
I'm in stitches, but okay. Because you two together.
man.
That is why. Can we go back to what Randy was saying by
Yeah.
intimidate him?
Are we seriously gonna
that
go
he
there?
intimidates me. Can we
Yeah.
just correct that?
Please.
Please,
I feel like
because
it needs to be corrected.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, why would I have half of y'all when I can have both of y'all?
True.
Okay, pause. Time out. Okay.
Why you saying no?
I'm enough again.
Sorry?
I'm enough. Okay?
Yeah, but girl.
I'm
Hey.
the whole meal and the dessert, okay? We don't need steel,
What
okay?
is happening right now?
This podcast
I don't even
is strictly me,
understand.
okay? Steel is,
Whoa.
steel is just steel.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
deep.
Okay.
Bantu, how are you doing? Please let the listeners know your name and surname. I, of course, know it. I would say it, but, you know.
You don't have to say your surname.
No, I'd love to say my surname. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to say my name, my full names.
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Ubantu Sandisiwe Pungane.
Sorry.
Can you imagine why
Sorry.
you why you
Sorry.
Can you
Sorry.
Like, who does that?
Sandy C, like I would have never imagined.
really?
Yeah.
A lot of people. I get that a lot.
Bantu suits you because you are for the people. Like
Oh.
you have that personality. Sandy C,
Sandy Siwe means
We have expanded. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
yeah. So there was. I'm the firstborn.
that's what it means.
Sandy Siwe.
Yeah.
I
well,
thought
I mean,
Ayanda was.
We've been expanded. Yeah,
well, I mean, yeah, something along those lines.
we've been
Aight.
expanded. You have a.
Listen here. Thanks, Randy.
Gama,
Okay.
tung ayanda,
Oh,
which means the
Pejuna.
same thing.
You see?
Yabo,
Yeah, fuck you.
we on that vibe.
So, the reason why I use all
What
my
does your name
names-
mean?
No. Please just continue with Bantu right now. I'll tell you later what my name is.
The reason why I use both my names and
Yeah.
my surname, because I used to be so ashamed of who I am.
Yeah.
I used to get teased a lot about having a boy's name, Bantu. I used to get teased. Ugh. So I used to only give Usansiwe. But now I love both names.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, whenever I introduce myself for anything or to anybody, okay, well, not, I mean, when I represent,
Yeah.
of course, I'll give my full names. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
You've never done that before. Why today?
But it's interesting because then what she has been doing is she has been using Bantu more than Sandy Siwe.
Yeah.
Yes.
In either case, which kind of then proves her point even more.
No, it
in a
doesn't.
way.
Because she just said she introduces herself in the full name.
No,
okay?
I
I
understand.
never
said,
done that
yeah, but I said
I understand that, but yes.
when I'm meeting, like, when I'm in a formal setup,
Yeah.
if
I
that makes
actually
sense.
get what you're saying, yeah.
Thank you, still.
Yeah. I actually get what you're saying.
People who are,
Because I mean, it'd be kind of weird you going around like almost everyone. Hey,
You know
what's
what I'm
your name?
saying?
Bantu Sandy Siwe,
yeah,
boom.
but when will I finish? When will
That
I?
is funny.
It's
though.
just
Exactly.
No one did,
I
you
don't think
even
no.
do that.
I don't. First of all, I never tell people my name. Okay.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because first
So-
of all,
so
I
you-
never introduce myself
So
to
you
people.
always use your pseudonym?
What?
You always use your pseudonym?
What did he say?
I say you always
'Cause
use your pseudonym.
he's trying to be bushy, but I can't get.
You see why I wanted both of y'all?
Oh man, I'm saying so you.
It's not rolling off the
I'm saying-
tongue.
So you always use your pseudonym.
Pseudonym. Is that what you said? Pseudonym.
Pseudonym, yeah.
Pseudonym or
You
pseudonym?
mean
what?
my alias?
Pseudonym. Your alias, yes. Your nickname.
No. People give me names, man. Like I don't introduce myself to people.
So then,
Like, can we please address the situation? Because I don't like people. Okay.
you're
Yeah, you
Which
have-
is
you have
quite a
said that.
contradiction to Bantu over there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I honestly don't like people.
no. We need to talk about this, Randy.
No, we don't.
We do. What did people ever do to you?
You're the list is so long. The issue is like I love people. But
No, but cancel out what you just said.
no.
Okay.
Love and like is two different things. Love is like, hey, how you doing? Like is wanting you in my space. Okay. Two different things.
Okay, it's fine. I'll give it to you for now.
Love is accepting you're alive, you exist. Okay, I acknowledge your presence. But further than that, that's like. Okay.
Okay.
Do I want to conversate with you? Do I want to chill with you? That's like. Yeah.
So then, who do you chill with?
Not still.
You? Yeah,
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me?
Don't catch feelings.
Don't
Don't
touch
catch
me.
feelings.
Don't touch me.
Nah, I'm kidding, man.
This
I'm
guy.
kidding.
Shame.
If I didn't like him, I
No,
wouldn't be doing this
I'll-
podcast
I'll
with him.
organize friends, like genuine good people in your life for you.
No, man.
Or we'll pray to
I find human beings very boring.
God. Aibo.
You know. No, some are not, but majority are.
You need to meet new human beings, really.
I do, preferably from another planet, because this planet here it's chaotic, man.
Sure? Okay.
So as you can obviously tell, Randy has a couple of issues, man, dude. So
Did he just play the issues card with me?
yeah. So you're gonna
First of all, you're not gonna defend me.
no. Why should she?
Look,
When I
You-
said he clearly has problems, you defended him. Do not be biased. Okay.
She never defended me.
Why
She
are we
did.
picking sides now?
When we were talking about the phone issue, she defended you when I said you have problems. You're not gonna defend me?
Wow. Wow, wow,
Why are we
wow,
being
wow,
so
wow.
touchy-feely? Dude, I almost
First of all-
died, and this is.
Oh, there
this
it goes.
is like,
You're gonna throw that
wow.
in there every time now that you
Wow,
nearly
man.
died. Come on, man.
Look, I don't know what death feels like, right? But I would imagine it probably feels close to what I felt the other day. Anyway, so I'm not gonna like mention obviously on the podcast now what happened. Okay.
Please don't.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But
He
I was
told me
vomiting
before
all
the-
over
Oh.
I was vomiting all over the mall and stuff, bro. Like it was bad. It was hectic, man. Like seriously. And I haven't vomited in a long time. Like I think the last time I vomited was like in high school or something. Not even high school, primary. So that was
Okay.
hectic.
Can we just apologize to the listeners?
Please.
You know,
for
I
that
apologize.
Because you
image
just
in
painted
their
that image
head?
now.
I just apologize right now. The views expressed on this podcast are not of Blueprint Sessions, but those that were just mentioned by me were just strictly and coming from me. Just by me.
Okay.
Okay.
But we
Onto
say thank you,
health.
Jesus, for your health, that you're alive.
That is definitely true. 100%.
On to healthy things. Let's talk about Bantu and your background. And
Yes.
all.
Okay, what you want to know?
Are you from East London?
Born in Pretoria. Um,
I actually like
yeah,
Pretoria.
I was born in Pretoria.
Did not know.
My parents were still in varsity. They were finishing off. Yeah, and then we moved back to East London.
Your parents were in varsity.
Yes, what do we mean?
No.
And
No.
then
It's just
And-
weird.
and then I've been in East London from the age of, I think, 3 or 4. Yeah. So I'm from East London.
Okay. So your parents are from East London,
They're from East London, yes.
but they were studying. Okay.
They were studying in Pretoria. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice, man. And do you ever go to Pretoria to see?
I don't really like Pretoria.
What?
I've
First of
never-
I
all,
don't
I've
like
never been to
Gauteng,
Pretoria.
actually.
I've been, man.
You've never been to Pretoria?
I've never been.
Have you been to
Pretoria.
Joburg, though?
I've been to Joburg. I've stayed in Joburg. for a
Pretoria is
while.
better than
How
Joburg.
come you stayed in Joburg but you've never ever been to Pretoria?
I've just never been.
Pretoria
Wow.
is way better than Joburg.
I didn't stay. I didn't stay in Joburg for like years or anything like that. I just stayed. It was I think February until late August.
Oh, it wasn't long then.
You see, the situation with Pretoria and Joburg is like Tanzania. Then Pretoria is like
wrong.
East London.
No. He's showing you the distance. It's
No,
a distance.
was he talking about the distance?
Yes.
Well, I'm also talking about the lifestyle.
That's what I heard.
No.
That's what I heard.
No.
That's what I heard.
No. No.
And exactly.
Joburg's rough, man. But Pretoria is beautiful, okay? I went there and I enjoyed myself. I had some of the best times in my life, okay? That's my phone. I don't
In
know why it's
Joburg.
not on silent. If you guys did hear it.
Do you know that I don't like Joburg?
I also don't. Thank God someone else doesn't like it. 'cause-
I don't know how I feel about Joburg. Like I think with Joburg for me, I'd go there for work purposes.
Only.
But like, yeah.
Only. But stay there 3 years, 4 years
Yeah,
maximum.
nah.
Whoa,
Please.
no.
No.
I'm talking about like to do something and leave.
Yeah.
Not to actually
No, no, no,
stay.
but-
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
But they say that to build your career in any industry, Joburg is the best place.
Yes,
I
that's what they
disagree
say.
with statements like that because that means we're not investing in our own homes,
But that's the unfortunate part, though. Like,
which we need to correct.
but how are we going to do that when there's no resources? In
We
our,
create
in our
resources.
home? With what funding?
There are many fundings. There's one APAC. They used to fund us for going to Grahamstown Festival.
That's going to now. Say if I want to. Okay, so bit of my background is
Yeah.
I got a Bachelor of Arts degree, majoring in drama and sociology.
Okay.
Come on. Speak
So
it.
now, if I want to do a play, and literally I've been thinking about doing a play, but I
they-
don't have the
What's this place
resources.
called?
Just
In
laugh.
near Selborne. China.
The Guild Theatre.
Gale Theatre. You
What
can do
up-
it there.
Yeah, but it takes more than a venue. I need marketing. I need actors.
True.
Actors need to get paid. I need people who's gonna write the script. I need people
Actually,
who
actors don't need to get
Wardrobe,
wardrobe. I need
makeup.
all of that. You know what
paid.
I'm
You
saying?
can get that in East London.
Yes, but they're gonna want to be paid.
Yes, it's money.
Not
catering.
okay, guys.
Catering, because you do know in the industry that
That's
people
why
are
you
not
get
gonna-
sponsors. That's why you get
But
sponsors.
where are those sponsors? Show us these sponsors.
APAC, I know one. There's the government. Okay, they
Yeah,
always
but
arts and
there's
culture.
so many. You. Let's not go there. With arts and culture.
Wait, do you know something we don't?
I
know
didn't
about
wanna
the
go there,
Department
but-
of Arts and Culture,
I didn't have a list, so I just threw out anything I knew.
Look,
because I've always felt like the Department of Arts and Culture is the one department that's supposed to be taken care of.
Yeah, they don't do their
it's
job.
supposed to.
That's exactly what you meant.
So they're not.
No, the only thing they fund is what's this thing?
Durban July.
No,
Not even that.
First of
Grahamstown
all,
Fest.
that's Durban.
In fact, they don't
This
even
is
do the
East London.
Grahamstown Fest.
They don't do.
Grahamstown Fest has got like Standard Bank or something.
We're talking East London now. The only thing they do in East London is what the carnival.
Really can. Oh, the
Carnival and yeah, it's only the carnival where
You
they
see what
actually
I'm
let
saying?
local talent, these come
Upcoming.
up and coming artists do anything at an event.
Of which there was a whole.
I did not know about this.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
Yeah, because you're busy with Wakanda, but we're not there.
You know what? Speaking about what kind,
Bantu, you were still telling us about your educational history.
ouch,
What
man.
else did
Dude,
you study?
I can't be laughing too much because I'm still paying.
You better not let anything out aside from words
Oh, of course not.
out of your mouth. Okay.
It's not like that no more.
Oh, wow, guys. Okay, what was that?
You mentioned your educational history.
Look, I'm done. It's been a lot for now.
Wow.
But we are.
I was looking for a conversation away from Wakanda. Yeah.
Shame. We can talk about anything else, but Wakanda, definitely, I'm for it. Because, yeah.
So Wanda, please just maybe like let us know what it is that you obviously now you've got a degree in a bachelor in arts, majoring in drama, right? So do you perhaps care to let us know a little bit more about what job opportunities are in that, or perhaps somebody who might be listening that is interested in doing the very same thing, what job opportunities are in that, and how to go about pursuing them?
That's actually a great question.
So there's quite a lot
Yeah.
that one can do with a Bachelor of Arts degree. I mean, majoring in dramatic arts. Wow, listen to me. You can be a performer,
Okay.
What
one,
type of performer?
be an actor.
Okay.
But there's two different types of actors. You can be an onstage theater actor
Yeah.
or a television actor.
Okay.
Where I studied at Rhodes University, we did theater work more than television work. So don't ask me anything about television because I don't know yet.
So you can only do one?
You can do both, but most people start off
Their
in
main
theater and
focus.
then go to
Television.
television because theater is so much more harder. There's no one that's going to say, cut, let's do it again. Or,
Okay.
you know, and that's the joys about theater. Theater, you got to live in the moment.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So there's that. You can be behind the scenes, and that's what I love. You can be producer, you can be the director, you can be the designer, you can be... There's so much that you can go into. Another thing that I did with my dramatic arts degree was applied theater. Applied theater is doing community-based work.
Okay.
So going into a community and studying the behavioral patterns using theater, if that's like good enough
Jeepers,
English.
How do you do that?
So, for instance, so this is what we do. We'd go to the juveniles
Okay.
and try and have sessions with them like on a weekly basis and just see where they are. Because, I mean, imagine now still you a young boy in juvenile. You've done something so bad,
Yeah.
and you don't want to come out your shell. You don't want to express all the hurt and the
Yeah.
anger that you have.
Yeah.
And the only way to come out is using theater or using like
Oh,
this world,
okay.
this fantasy world. Like
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you use theater and all these games that we used to play to make people come out and express what they're feeling without
okay.
using any words. So that is what I love about dramatic arts.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's dope. Okay. What do you want to say something?
No, carry
Okay.
on.
Tell me the difference between producing and directing. What's the difference between a producer and a director? Because honestly speaking, I watch these movies, I'm thinking to myself, and I go through this whole thing, you know what I mean? Especially now, I'm starting to ask myself more and more of these questions because Black Panther just blew up. It was just amazing. But I'm not speaking about Black Panther. Just relax, L-Zee. Okay?
I feel like I didn't say anything.
But Ryan Coogler, who was, I think they said the director or producer of the movie. So I don't know. What's the difference between a director and a producer? Like, I'd really like to know.
So the producer is the person that comes up with the idea that I want to do this play.
Okay.
Okay. I won't necessarily direct it. I'm going to hire Steele to direct the whole thing. I basically am the one who funded it, who put it together, find the actors, find this. Basically, you the supervisor or manager, CEO type of role.
Okay.
And then the director just steps in when we put everything on stage. Producer is basically behind the scenes, trying to run around getting funding, getting the project off the ground.
Okay.
They do all the groundwork. Director only steps in when we need to start acting on the stage or in the movie or on the TV show.
Okay.
So but they crucial roles, but the one that you need more, producer. Because if you don't have a producer, then
So
You're screwed.
so tell me something. Can a play go forward, or can a movie go forward without a director but a producer?
no.
No.
So you need a director.
Yes.
to do that.
Director is the most important
Yes.
Okay.
person. Yeah.
So that's why at first I was like, should I even say that the most important? Because you need both.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because they work hand in hand.
Yeah.
But the person who has the final say on the stage, or on the movie, or on the TV is the director. Like they direct basically the actors. No, do this scene like this, or do that
Yeah.
scene like that, and
Okay.
be like. Be more sadder. That's a director. Producer stands back and lets the director direct.
Okay.
Like
Can,
if you-
can a producer override a director?
at times.
They can, but you don't want to do that
Okay.
because then that's gonna cause a lot of confusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, as a producer, I've entrusted the director to do their job.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
with the whole
Okay.
Monique situation. I forgot which movie, the Christmas movie she did.
Yeah.
The producer was telling everybody what to do. Basically, he was playing director. And there was a whole argument there because now people didn't know who to listen to. Like, but the director told us this and the producer's telling us this. And then there was the whole confusion. Then there was a huge argument about it. And that's when, like, she got into an argument with the producer because she's like, whoa. You are a producer. Do what you're supposed to do. He's the director. Respect that man.
Yes.
Let him do what he's here to do.
Exactly.
Like, in any movie you watch still, you'll always hear two criticisms, whether it's good or bad. But whoever gets the credit and whoever gets the criticism is always the director, never the producer. The producer is for the cost. They give props to the producer. Oh, thank you, blah 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 for all this. But then in terms of the excellence of what you see is the director.
Okay. And now this is my next question. Now, can a producer also be a director? Like, can I say, okay, I want to produce this movie, but I also want to direct it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
then
do
you're gonna
that to your
die.
music videos.
But then you're gonna die
What do you mean?
because it's gonna be too much work to handle.
Is it?
Yes, because you've got to do all the running around, getting the funding, getting the whatever, and you will still want to go direct. It's
So it's a
possible,
lot.
but I mean, let's share resources, eh? Let's share the workload.
Okay. Okay.
Dream.
I feel you.
It's not a wise decision, basically.
Okay.
It's like you can drive with your feet, but doesn't mean you should do it.
Okay. Okay, I see. I get it. Anyway, okay, Bantu. All right, cool. So there's that aspect of who you are and what you do, and then there's the aspect of radio that you do, television presenting that you do. Yeah, I mean,
Speak
so
it, brother,
I mean,
speak
I
it.
mean, like social media,
Resume.
YouTube, Facebook Live, like all these things.
Facebook Live.
I mean, these are things that you do. Instagram Live.
Are you sure you want to throw that into a resume, man? You were going well until you went there. Like,
Instagram. But these are things that you're venturing into and are dabbling into and doing. Okay?
Yes. Stepping out my comfort zone, man.
Yes. So you also MC. You also MC at certain gigs. You're a voiceover artist. And how did you go about from, bachelor in arts degree, what
Dramatic art.
dramatic arts, and all the way into radio? And does the degree cover all of these other aspects like radio,
is it
voiceover
a hobby?
artist, or is it something that you found? And if it's something you found, how did you find it?
So radio happened by surprise.
Okay,
It was never the plan.
all right.
I never knew why I studied drama. The plan was I was going to do PR. I love PR. I love public relations. And all my life I was like, you know what, I'm going to do public relations. And then came grade 11. What am I going to do, Ghanaian? Like, I just went blank.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, well, you do so well in drama. Go for it. And I was like, okay, cool. I did drama. And then a couple of years later, a friend of mine says to me, you don't mind you've got a radio voice? I'm like, I've got a radio voice. What are you talking about?
you do.
And then, thank you, Randy. And then like a day or two later, my cousin was like, doesn't know my friend. I never told anybody this thing. My cousin goes, you know that you've got a radio voice? I'm like, I've got a radio voice. And I was like, okay, Father. I was like, Lord, if this is you,
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah.
I bump into the station manager at my previous work. And I was like, this voice sounds so familiar. But still then, I didn't approach him and say, listen, I want to be on radio.
Yeah.
What had happened was I sort of entered a competition
Okay.
on Link. And then I won. So, yeah, that's how it all happened.
A competition.
Yeah, let's not go there right now. It was a once-off thing, but look at God. And so,
Was it like a presenters competition or what?
yeah, they were looking for a co-host.
Oh, okay, dope.
And so I sent in, and mind you, it was when WhatsApp was still new and you could send a voice note. And I sent a voice note. That's how I entered the competition,
Wow.
by a voice note. But yeah. And this one time, Daddy T and I, our station manager, we were laughing. We were sitting in the office chatting.
I'm sorry.
And he was going through.
Can I please? Why do you guys call him Daddy T?
Please carry on with the story.
Because we don't want to call him Didge.
Oh my goodness.
And
guy.
he was going through old presenters' CVs and demos. And then he goes, I don't remember ever listening to your demo. And I was like, because I've never submitted one. He just laughed and he's like, yo, Wena, you've got favor from God. Because I don't know how else you joined this station.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, look at God, hashtag. So drama did really help because I'm able to interact with the audience
Yeah.
when I do my MC work. I'm able to stand in front of an audience. I'm able to project my voice.
Yeah.
I'm able to breathe while speaking, but like not make it look like is she like dying or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It takes a lot of technique, which you learn
Yeah.
with drama. So that degree did help me. I didn't know at that stage in my life that God was actually preparing me for where I'm going.
Okay. And being a voiceover artist, how did you get into that? How did that happen? Because I know people can be in radio but not be voiceover artists. So how did that come about?
Look, that was from my co-host, Gary Gerber. He's got a voiceover studio, and he's always used to say, I'm needing a voice like this. Your voice is perfect. Come through to my studio, we record, and that's that. That's literally how it happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jeepers, that effortlessly.
Eh,
Some of us have been trying to. Some of us have been trying to. Some of us
I
have been
knew
out
it when you
here.
asked that question.
I wasn't- I
Some
wasn't-
people
yeah,
can
I
be on
wasn't asking
radio
for a friend.
and not do voiceovers. I knew it was a setup for some.
Yeah, but yeah, literally, guys, like literally, whenever I look at my life, I'm like, Lord, you are amazing.
Yeah, it
Because
really is.
literally, the
First of
doors
all,
that have
from
opened.
your father, I gotta give props to your father.
Right?
Because
Yeah,
black
true.
parents
They always-
telling you to pursue your dreams,
That is true.
yo, that is
Ope
huge.
tune. That's why
Because
he's my
he
hero.
could have said, be a lawyer, be a doctor, whatever. But he saw the potential in his
Ope
own
tune.
child and helped her pursue it. Like, I gotta give props to you.
And we get that a lot, actually. My brothers. So there's two, my younger brothers. They're twins. My dad's a doctor, and so people were like expecting us to become doctors. We were like, nope, it's not happening.
Yeah.
So my parents were literally like, do what you want to do because you don't want to be stuck in a job
That you
where you're
hate.
not gonna love, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, that's
props to
dope.
them definitely.
Tell me what goes into public relations. What happens in public? What's that all about?
So PR is basically making the brand accessible to people. So interacting with people, like advertising, marketing, all that type of
Okay.
stuff. So creating events as well. I love that as well.
Okay.
So basically making the brand, any brand, accessible to the public and known to the public.
Okay, snap. And do you feel like maybe you dabbling into that here and there now?
I am.
Okay.
I am because I'm my own PR.
Okay.
Because I have to advertise myself, and of course, like some team members that I have, I've got great friends,
Yes.
and yeah, and of course, other things that I like, other projects that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I also have to do PR for those companies or whatever, you know. So I do, but I just need now the degree, which I'm sadly pursuing that degree. Look at God.
Okay. You're pursuing
Online.
it.
Yes,
Dope.
Online.
UNISA.
Oh,
Dope.
So
that's dope.
trying to juggle work,
And
all your different projects, and studying,
That's really
and going to
cool.
church, and being a daughter, and being a friend. It's a lot, but by the grace of God.
doable.
I love
Possible.
how women always place even like relationships into their career. Y'all guys are.
We have, you know what? Can I just jump in there, Randy? You know, I learned that you have to make time. You have to make time for the people that you love because a few years ago I used to work at this other company and like I never saw people, and all my
Sure.
friends used to complain, and I literally died. Okay, I nearly died, physically, emotionally, because I never interacted with people.
Yeah.
So from that lesson, I learned, no man. What is key is that have relationship,
Yeah.
make time for
Yeah.
interaction with people.
Yeah.
True.
So by all means, when a friend is like, Bantu, I need you, I drop everything and I attend to my friend
Yeah.
or whatever. Even when I'm on a coffee date with a friend, I put my phone off. One of my friends taught me that. He was like, he's like, right now, this is a very important client, but I'm with you, my friend. I need to. And I was like, yo, ever since the day I felt so bad, I was like, I'm always on my phone talking to people and I'm listening to you, my friend, but I need to reply to this. So it's very crucial being there for someone. You
Yeah.
be there wholeheartedly
Yeah.
and, yeah, be there. Be present. And that's what I'm also learning as well.
Yeah, that's good, man. Because things like that are very useful. You practice it with your family, with your friends, so that when you have a husband or wife, whatever, and have children, you're actually able to do that.
Yes.
Because that is very difficult. Because you remember when Dr. Tumi was here, and he was explaining his life because he's always on tour and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And yo, man, like the way he explained it, I was so scared of being in music because my biggest fear is,
Being away from your family.
yeah, it's a
But
big
then
fear of mine.
Travel with your family.
That's what
man.
I was
Take
about
your
to
family
say.
with you.
It sounds easy.
It does, but
sounds
it's not. I
easy,
know
but
it's
it's not
not.
that easy.
Look, for
I
me-
can understand
So
it.
now,
I can't
the
possibly.
joys of having a wife, for instance. So Randy, let's put it into your context. So you're gonna have a wife,
Hallelujah.
right? So now your wife is gonna submit to your vision. Your
Yes.
vision is that you want to be a musical artist.
Yeah.
Get it? Now, why not? And I, you know what? I've met a couple of couples. Wow, English. Um, who work together, and I didn't understand why
Yeah.
until it hit me. They trying to save their marriage, because now the husband's always traveling.
Yeah.
With all his gigs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what's the best thing? Let me work with him
Yeah.
and travel with him.
To bridge that gap.
You know, I was first, it boggled me. I'm like, but don't you get bored of each other? Because I get bored very easily, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, sister.
Wow.
I'm with you there.
Okay. Your life, but it's okay.
Did she just leave
Good.
me
She
hanging?
left you hanging, and I'm so happy. Like I can't tell you. Like
Wow.
inside me, man. Like I'm bubbling up really.
No,
the
right,
way
it's
she.
just that- no, it's just,
I'm hurt.
I'm so
Like if
in
you're
love-
listening to
I'm
this,
hurt.
just understand that Randy
such a pity we're not
L-Zee has
we're
been
not-
left hanging with these
I'm
five
so sorry.
five.
I just said I
in
want
the
to get
air.
my point across, guys.
Yes,
Can I
true.
See now
true.
my
Please,
point
please
is
fin-
gone.
Oh no! Please finish. Please no. Please finish. Is it gone
So,
for real?
it's for real. So, but so I didn't understand. Oh, okay, because you get bored, and then you see now it's gone.
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry, but like that was epic. Though. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Carry on.
It's gone. So basically, yeah. So with that, your wife.
Them working together, the couple,
Yes.
Because you get bored easily.
because you get bored easily.
Okay.
You didn't
So that's what I'm
understand
saying. So don't be afraid. You could travel with your wife.
Yeah.
Pursue what God has called you to do.
See, since we're putting it in my context, understand something. I get bored easily too. I don't want to be around my wife all the time. But no, whoa, before you judge me. Okay?
No. But I'm just saying that when you meet her, you're gonna be so in love. You're just gonna be consumed by her. I'm just saying.
That's what I want. But let's not.
So you won't get bored easily. I promise you.
Hey,
So,
man,
dear
the heart
future
makes
Mrs.
the heart
Randy,
grow
He can't
fonder.
wait to meet you.
Say something. Say something. Say something.
Guys, I really can't be laughing like this, please. Yeah. Man, it's a pain laugh it. Yes.
But yeah, man,
Okay,
like-
but Bantu, I also wanted to find out, ne, in regards to emceeing, how do you go about getting those gigs? Like, how do you get gigs where you MC at events and stuff like that? How has that come about?
Just God, really, because like I will be emceeing at church, and then someone will be like, after the event, I'm having an event coming up, or I know somebody's doing something. Would you be available to do the MC? So that's where it all started. Started at church.
Okay.
MCing at church, and maybe getting asked by the station to do an MC at an event, like an outside broadcast you might have,
Okay.
or outreach. Yes, not outside broadcast, outreach
Okay.
we had, and others.
And do you charge for emceeing?
You put me on the spot. No, I don't, because I'm still trying to get my name out there.
Okay.
So who am?
But have you been offered money though?
I can't remember if I. No, I haven't.
I've been offered money to do a
An
show.
MC
No,
gig.
not emceeing, like rapping, at a show,
That's
and I
dope.
turned it down.
Why?
I just
'Cause
didn't feel. I just didn't
'Cause of
think
the
I was
venue.
ready for that yet. I was just still in my mind. I was still thinking, no, it's cool. I just want to do it because you know what I mean. I just want to
Putting yourself
number
out.
one, help out the event and help the guy because I knew his budget was tight.
Oh, you did perform.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you didn't.
No, I
perform.
did. No, I
Oh,
did.
Nah, that's fine.
No, I did, but and all I had to do was just 2 songs, man. I was getting
Yeah.
paid like, something there for me like that. The amount of money, like $1,000 for me, I was like,
That's a lot of money for 2
dude,
songs.
exactly. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
For 2 songs.
2
Randy.
songs. LZ.
When he's
First
not
of all, people
up.
charge like 50 grand
Yeah,
for an
I
hour.
I get that,
But that's like
but-
that's like this is a well-known artist.
yeah. We're talking.
That has nothing
We're
to do with
talking
nothing.
not known whatsoever. You know what I
Every
mean?
artist is
to
an
anybody here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That was, but like I can understand that mentality of like, nah, I still
But
wanna
much respect.
still wanna get out there, perfect my craft,
Yeah.
and then once I feel like I've established that, then yeah, I can feel like I can. But the problem, don't you feel like people maybe sometimes when the moment you
Exploit.
put the moment you put a price tag and say, look, $1,000,
Then
then
they
people are
back
gonna
off.
start and like, I know,
Like,
it's
yeah,
cool, it's
nah.
cool,
But-
look elsewhere.
But
Yeah.
that is where knowing your worth comes in, and that is what I'm also learning. If I say my fee is 1,000 rand,
Yeah.
let's put it and the person says you go get someone else who's gonna, because I know I'm gonna bring my A game, and I believe
true.
my end game is worth this much.
True.
Much respect.
True. Oh, that is powerful, actually.
I respect both of you, actually. I respect you
That is powerful.
for the man you are for saying, nah, you don't have to pay me.
Yeah, for real.
Because a lot of people like, 1,000, fam, I'll do the 2 songs for 1,000. Right?
Yeah.
But for you to say that, like, yeah, major respect. But then I also respect Bantu because a lot of people like, they're like, how much you offering and type of
Yeah.
like people take advantage because they test
Yeah,
you.
true.
They test you.
No, true,
They're
true,
like,
true.
yo, 1,000 rand. They testing you
True.
to see how desperate you are.
Sure.
So once you throw your fee there, you gotta stand
True.
on that.
Bantu, please tell us about. I know L-Zee like hates it when I ask questions like this. I don't know why.
I do.
But at times
'Cause it feels like
but,
an interview,
But there's
yeah.
this one time, right? He thanked me for it. Like, oh, but it's good that you ask questions like this because.
When was this?
I'll remind you. I'll remind you after the podcast. Okay, let me actually say it now. When we did the recording with Bantu, and it didn't work out because of the technical glitch on your side of the mic, right?
Yeah.
So you had to like
Wow.
either
You had to
erase.
throw that in there.
Yeah.
Had to throw that in there.
So,
like, your side of the mic.
yeah, no, yep. And then you're like, but it's good that you also ask questions like this because at least then I can like take myself out, and yeah, that's what you said.
You see, that's invalid because the reason why I thanked you is because my mic was the issue.
Yes.
Majority of the podcast was still there because you were speaking most of the time.
Yeah.
That's why I thanked you.
But
Because
then-
I thought you were still going to use the audio.
No, you thanked me because of how I was asking the questions also.
Nah, fam.
I wish I could
Misunderstood
record.
me.
You know
You
what?
heard what
L-Zee
you wanted
and I-
to hear.
No,
You were so happy.
No.
L-Zee said thank you.
No, bro.
Nah, man.
Anyway, Bantu, please tell us about like obviously a little bit about a heart for people. What is a heart for people all about?
Okay. Wow. So, I love people.
Yeah.
Bantu.
It warms my like, yo guys. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just have this unconditional love towards people. I wish I could go around the world just hugging everybody and just pour out the love of God.
Yeah.
Into their heart. So a heart for people came this one day. I was sitting in Bible school and we were discussing Jesus Christ in class, and our
Wow.
lecturer was saying, she was saying Jesus had a heart for people or something along those lines, and that stuck by me because I was like, oh, and she was talking about how much he loved people, this, that, and she always cared about people, and then she was like, yo, no, and Jesus had a heart for people, and I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I identify with because I love people.
Yeah.
I really wish I could move mountains for people sometimes, and I carry their burdens. I do, all
Yeah,
this stuff, and
yeah.
I was like, that's where a heart for people came from, and yeah, ever since then, I mean, it also goes with my name, Bantu.
Okay.
So
So is it an organization? Is it an establishment?
It's
is it a
not.
trust?
Foundation.
Is it a
no,
business?
maybe in your prophesy, guys, but it's nothing yet.
Okay.
For now, it's just my handle on Instagram.
Brand.
It's a brand. It's
Okay.
a brand, and yeah.
You should do like start like a foundation type of situation.
Would you
No,
give me the
hold
fund?
up.
Would you give me the funding, though?
Because I'm wanting to ask the question, like, so what's your purpose with A Heart for People? What is your intention behind, starting or having a brand such as A Heart for People? What are you purposing to do?
Wow, guys, put me on the spot. Why don't you?
Got to.
That's why we're here.
Got to. Got to.
The questions weren't like this the last time. Maybe we're not there
Got
right
to.
now.
Gotta take
my-
it higher.
Turn it up a little
Turn
bit.
it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego.
Yeah, Makeo. The purpose for Heart for People, I just want them to know Jesus, to see Jesus, to know that there is love in the world, to know that there are people that care. And if you go into my social media, that is what I speak about the most: Jesus, Jesus, Jesus,
Yeah.
and love towards another. I don't even know what else to say. That's my purpose. I've never ever sat down and be like, so where is the Heart for People? No, I've never. And that's probably something that God's gonna still speak to me and birth within me, because I'm reading this really good book by Cindy Trim. Man, you have to read this book.
She's amazing.
It's called Push.
Pray until something happens.
Persevere
Oh.
until success happens through prayer.
Oh,
But
okay.
basically, it explains the whole
Close enough,
process of giving birth. And funny enough, ever since I started reading this book, I've been really dreaming about people like people giving birth and having babies or having kids.
Yeah.
Randy was one of them. I didn't tell him this. I'm putting him on the spot. I dreamed Randy had a kid. Yeah.
Did I have a wife?
I didn't see the wife. I just saw you.
Whoa.
No, but you know what? I went and I asked my spiritual mom about this. Like, why am I dreaming all this stuff?
What could it
And
be?
she's like, it symbolizes that they're either gonna birth something or they've birthed something, like something along those lines. Like it's preparation. They're about to birth
Nice,
something,
homie.
or they've birthed something.
Did you
I
dream,
received
did
that.
you dream me? Want to?
Not yet,
yet.
still.
Okay.
Maybe it's coming.
It's
It's
coming.
Think about
It's coming.
However, though, you were busy vomiting in malls. Maybe you got to tell
You know,
us
what, you know what I'm
something.
saying? Somebody actually commented. Somebody commented on my status because I put that thing up on Facebook. I said, "Yo,
You really
sorry."
put that up on
I
Facebook?
said, yeah.
did.
It was an apology / thank you note to Vincent Parkmore for allowing me, to vomit in their bin, and also saying thank you and sorry at the same time. I mean, for vomiting in their bin.
First
However,
of all-
okay, well, hold on. However, somebody commented, or two people actually, I commented on my status, and like one person said, "Morning sickness?" Question mark. And I said, "Are you pregnant?" So I'm like, I receive. I'm like, dude, I receive it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? These are blessings on blessings, bro.
Look at
I
God,
receive.
hashtag.
Yeah.
So yeah, Randy. So whatever you have birthed or you're about to birth, it's praise
Hey,
Jesus. That's what I'm gonna say.
My heart
I didn't.
is joyful right
but
now.
that thing, it was the same. It was the same time when you posted those pictures of those puppies, and I was like, I want one. It was that night.
Hey now.
Okay, it better not be puppies, okay?
No, it was a real. It was a real. It was a human being.
No, in terms of me birthing something, this
Oh
better
wow.
not be about the puppies.
No,
okay?
no.
It better be career-wise. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
2018.
It must
Look
be
at
these
God.
blueprint sessions, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to take it up a notch,
It
man.
needs to go behind. Okay. Anyway. Okay, Bantu, just let me know when you do dream about me. Like, don't be afraid to let me know. Okay, just know that I'm very welcoming and yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay,
First of all,
Stella.
I'm very good.
I can understand why you wouldn't want to let Randy know. L-Zee
No,
know,
look, I thought I sent it to him because the next morning, I don't know if we were chatting or something, and I thought I already sent him the message.
Yeah.
And then I only realized, no, I haven't. And I was like, oh, it's over now. Let me just move on.
Okay.
Wow.
Now with me, even if you feel like maybe it's been 2 years prolonged,
Wow,
just let me
still?
know. You know, just,
Why are you in
just let
such a
me know.
hurry?
What do you mean, man?
Okay, calm down.
This guy.
God's still busy with me right now. Okay, you need
No,
to
that's
wait.
good. I'm happy for you, my homie. You know that I got you. I got you.
You know I
You
got
know
you.
I got you. Okay, we got one another. I got
Yeah,
you.
man.
Sure, I wanted both of you.
I got you, homie.
Good into it.
Remember we're
Huh?
partners, man.
I
Remember
got
we're
you. I
partners.
got you. You know?
Where
I want
go,
to
you
ask a
go.
question, though, but we can do it
Yeah.
at the end.
Okay. Okay. So now I want to ask you this question. Now I know this might be a little bit controversial. Please just bear with me. All right. But obviously we've got a new president, Cyril Ramaphosa. No. Just allow me to go into this, L-Zee, please. Okay. And of course, there's a heart for people. And obviously, there's a lot of talk right now about expropriation of land without compensation. And for those who might not understand, basically what that means is land that was stolen from, black South Africans, or whatever, is gonna be taken
touchy
back.
subject.
It's gonna be taken back and basically could be given to the people or go to states. At this point, we don't know. I'd like to know what are your thoughts around that whole segment. I've got white friends. I think I know you do too.
Do I? I'm kidding.
We know she has got white friends.
What do you mean
she
you
just
know?
asked, do I?
What do you mean you know?
Bantu bougie, okay?
Oh man, but yeah,
I call him Miss Clarendon, man.
Oh wow,
Yeah, no, she went to a really bougie high school. Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Come
so,
on.
Red card, both of you.
red card, red card. L-Zee, stop it. Okay, so I'd like to know what are your thoughts in regards to that, and please do understand that you are more than welcome not to answer or give a take if you don't want to.
No, look, I do have a take. My thing is, let us not go back to where we've come from as a country. So let us not repeat the mistakes that we made. So with this, it could cause more racial tension amongst us. And look, this is my opinion. This is my views. So of which we don't want that anymore, because we're trying to make this country a united country, a rainbow nation, like that Nelson Mandela had envisioned. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, we've got a lot of issues to work on, but what happened in the past is in the past, ne?
Yeah.
Yes, we do not forget, but let us not now go and open up old wounds that we need to heal within us. So yes, land was taken, okay, but let us trust and believe that God has a plan and a purpose for all of that. So God, He knows. He knew when it happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, He knows what's going to happen. My thinking is that I don't want to cause this division. I don't want us to create that whole division. Unfortunately, it was opened, the division. But I'm not the person. I don't like fighting. I don't like violence. I don't like.
do I.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Neither
So for
do
me,
I.
if we could keep the peace, and can we not do something else? Not reinstating, compensating, perhaps.
So this is my thing now. Like I recently found something like land ownership in South Africa, right?
Yes.
So these are like the statistics and stuff. So
Firstly, I've got a problem with that. Why are we always looking racially? Why?
because these are just statistics. Wait, hold on. These are just statistics, right? These are just statistics.
That's
So-
fine, but
so-
why?
You're not answering a question.
No, the reason why we can't run away from looking at race is because, statistically speaking, percentages of land is basically, divided in statistics and race. Unfortunately.
It is.
Unfortunately. So, unfortunately, that's how it is at the moment. But, okay, I'm just gonna read this,
Go
okay?
for it.
So, and then I'm going to ask a question at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So, it says land ownership in South Africa. Race, whites. Population, 4,493,500. Ownership, 72%. That's land ownership.
Yes.
Indians, 1,409,100. Asians included. Land ownership, 16%. Coloreds, 4,962,900. Own land ownership, 5%. blacks 45,656,400, and land ownership 4%. And then I think my question is this: um, if Bantu, you were now let's take away the fact that you're black. Let's move away from that for a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's just pretend.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know, some people might get offended at me like saying, let's maybe take away from the fact that you're black. But okay, let's pretend you were in the minority, which is in this case the whites, which is 4,493,500. Okay, and obviously the percentage is 72% of land ownership. What would your suggestion be for the blacks that are sitting at a population of 45 million? This is not double. This is not triple. This is not quadruple that number, but it's times, I think, by 10 even. Whatever. I'm not good at the math, okay? So this is 45,656,400. White people are sitting at 4,493,500. Land ownership 72%. Black 4%. What would your suggestion be in bridging that gap and moving forward?
Okay. So that's a very tough question. My suggestion be on how we can bridge this. I'm trying to put this in my head.
Yeah.
Look, man. Look, I don't have a suggestion
That's cool.
because I don't want to box how God is going to do it. I don't want to say, let's do A, B, and C, and D, but God is going to be like, in fact, I'm wiping out this whole land type of situation. I'm not saying it will happen like that. But my thing is, can we just not try better each other in life? Like, why am my only focus is I want land? Can I not do other things? Can I not build Bantu up as a person, career-wise? And I mean, because the land is going to stay here when I'm gone. And I think we're looking at the wrong things to value. I think we're looking at, and let me take it a bit further, taking it into my life. I tell my friends a lot, like, so I have a car, right? But that car, it was a blessing, literally. My parents were like, look at God. And I tell my friends, look, I'll let anybody drive my car because it's just a car. Okay, if my parents are listening, pretend I didn't say that. I let anybody drive my car because I don't see value in the car as much as I value the person. I would rather invest in the person than invest in the car. For me, land, I would rather invest in the people than invest in the land. Who's going to know that I own this land? Me, myself, and you. Does that make sense? Because there are some people who are living on land, but yet they're renting. It's not necessarily theirs.
But doesn't that? Yeah.
And
but
also,
doesn't that?
okay, sorry, go for it.
Okay, doesn't that like kind of prove a point that you might be living on land, but it's not yours, and you're renting land? Wouldn't you rather own the land
No.
and rent it out to somebody else?
No.
Because, okay, what's your definition of investing in somebody?
Investing in somebody is, let me take a young lady who's growing up in the township. I would take her out of the township, get her into a very good school to get an education, and make sure that she will be able to stand for herself in life somewhere, in a career or whatever, in whatever purpose that God has called her to. I would not really want to be not wasting money. That's not a good word. I don't want to invest money in land. I can even sleep in my car. Land, guys, and it goes back to what I was saying. I get bored easily. I don't want to be tied down. Yeah, so.
But But isn't land like a legacy thing though?
Yep.
Is it though?
Because you're gonna die, but where your kids are gonna live?
Yep.
They're gonna live in that house that they lived in, or a house that they find.
What you
But
mean?
that's
What if they children?
You know,
All right, guys.
that's land. Though.
We okay. So
Okay, are you
So-
not gonna have a house one day, Bantu?
I am gonna have a house one day.
Is that
but,
not property? Is that not a piece of land?
But I feel like I can sell it to somebody else.
You can, but you're gonna sell it for something else. Another piece of land. Are you not?
No, no. Well, yes. But it's
So-
not the end
Well,
of the
for
world if I
money.
don't have land. I'm not going to be so depressed at the fact that there's somebody living on my land, inverted commas.
Like, like, I'm with you. I totally understand your heart. It gets tricky when it comes to children because every human being that has a family should be able to provide for the family even when they have gone. Now you, God forbid, you pass away while your children are still here.
I rebuke that one.
He
No,
said,
say God forbid. Say God
He said
forbid.
God forbid.
Make an illustration. You pass away and then your children need a place to stay. They need something. So my question is, won't that property, that whatever, be their foundation so they can have everything moving on forward? Because the most important thing is a home.
But a home is not a building.
Actually, it is.
I don't. Because it goes the same as saying the church is the building. Is the church the building?
No.
Okay, that's two different things.
but-
Two
So-
different things.
For me, I think the angle L-Zee is coming from is the fact that you look at a lot of, for instance, the minority, which in this instance would be the whites, how they stole land and entrusted it to their children, and
Yes.
how that legacy keeps on, and how you have to look today at how non-black South Africans, compared to black South Africans, are not necessarily struggling when it comes to financially being stable, like being stable financially, because of properties that they own and have, and factories that they run on those properties that they've built on, and farms that they, you know what I mean, all of these things, production and all of these things that is happening. Yes.
But we also at fault. Because take what you exactly
We are,
what you
though.
say.
How?
We are at fault.
Because we're not bettering ourselves.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we're not bettering
Your
ourselves. Use what you have. That's a lesson that God taught me last year. So last year, I lost my job. So, and I was like, Lord, I need finances. And he's like, use what you have. And I was like, what do I have? He's like, you've got a car. Make money with your car. And he's like, look. And I was like, but what are people going to say? He's like, that's the problem. You're caring more what people are going to say, whereas there's a lesson that you need to learn, and that is using the little that you have. So us as black people, we are living on land in the townships, okay, but we've got this township mentality that says I'm gonna live and die here. So all I'm gonna do is just stay in this box. Whereas I could be making money from this land that I own, or whether it be I don't know. Create something in your little house that you have, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we have this thing that I'm waiting for something to drop into my hands, or I'm waiting for them to give me back my land. Use the land that you have already, or the resources that you have already, if you understand what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Cool. So you've spoken to black people. What would your message be to white people? Because I mean, you can't just address one party and not address the other.
Teach us. That would be my lesson. I mean, message to them. Teach us. Because one thing that I love about my fellow friends or people that I went to school with, So they've got this thing called inheritance. Oh no, my grandfather left me quite a lot of money, but yet they don't wait for that money to come into their bank account. They go out and study and they get their own careers, and then that money comes at the age of 25. But yet Umdu's got their own career going, and they've got their own properties. That inheritance that they got is just to maybe go invest into something else. So if we could shift our mindset and having this, okay, I'm waiting for something to just drop or come or whatever, and do something.
I'm thinking you spoke to black people again.
But I'm saying, teach us.
Okay, cool.
Teach us. Don't hold on to
I'm with that.
to your knowledge by yourself. But okay, I gotta go back to the blacks because
Why?
I'm with my people. I'm with my
Whoa,
people.
whoa.
I'm-
See,
I'm
I was
ve-
with you.
Listen, I notice things. I see things that people don't see, and that is why I think that's another thing that I love about people. I see the unseen, the unnoticed, and all that. So when I saw my friends Kien, lomdune inheritance, but yapangel. So what is that telling me? You work hard, even though you've got. And that's what people always ask me. How do I do it? How do I have so many? Jobs and projects and this and that and that, because my thing is, yes, I might be set up, if that's the good enough word, or
Yeah.
I'm living comfortably, but I'm still working so that I can leave that legacy for my kids to them to see that you don't just wait and expect, you work.
Okay.
I step down.
One more question.
Cool.
At 72% and 4%, do you think there's any chance of that number tipping over to a 60-40 maybe? Like in the favor of black people?
Well, I mean, the rate politics are going, probably.
No, just outside of politics, let's say we use your method, which is teach us.
Okay, first of all, there
Hold
are
on,
other
wait,
races.
hold on.
just
Yes,
black people.
I'm talking now 72%, 4%. Using your method, do you see
Teach us.
that do you
Look-
would you see that 72% drop from a 72 to maybe a 50, and maybe black people to like a 40 something?
It could.
There are other races again.
Hold on, I get that. I'm just speaking right now about white people because it's sitting at 72%. My focus is, if Indians were sitting at 72%, I'd be focusing on that. Because I'm not focusing necessarily on the race.
You focusing on the blacks. The whites,
No,
obviously.
Mamelo, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not necessarily focusing on the race. I'm focusing on the percentage. Né? So my thing is, what I'm asking is, would you see that change, that 72% change from being 72 to 50 when we say teach us?
Yes. Because then we would.
Do you think they would allow that?
Who? White people? Oh,
Whoever's
they're-
sitting at
oh, they're
72%.
70. Oh, they're 70. Why? Yeah, well. Now. I don't want to say this new democracy that we're in. Yeah, I don't know, because you cannot get into people's head, so we don't know. But they should.
Or do you think perhaps they'll allow you to manage but not own?
I guess it.
I have a concern with this whole situation. So Ramaphosa says he's gonna what? Fix that situation.
Try to bridge that gap.
My only concern is he doesn't do it forcefully,
Yes.
because
No,
that's
no,
gonna
no.
cause a riot.
Listen, yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to run away from.
That's definitely,
But I think-
definitely my concern also.
But I feel like he's playing it safe.
He is
He
playing-
better.
If on the other side are
He-
saying, listen, we are coming, and you get what I'm saying?
But even
Yeah.
the EFF lately have taken a more
Subtle.
calmer a calmer role in the sense that they're saying, we're not seeking revenge, we're not seeking for you guys to suffer. We just want the playing field to be equal.
yes, but then mob justice comes in. When you in a mob,
Yeah.
you become unruly. You become
They have to be careful
Yeah,
of
but
their
you get what I'm
language.
saying?
Yeah, but that's when the leadership needs to take.
Yeah, and the
You know.
leadership, but
You
we're
need
not
to
there
understand
right
the
now
people
because
at home are not speaking the same language as you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The leadership is going to be very crucial, and this is why I think it's important for the EFF leadership to come out and say, "Look, guys, we're not wanting any guns. We're not wanting any violence. We're just wanting literally to make sure," which is
Yeah.
what the EFF said. The leader of the EFF said. So lately. So it's not like how it was in 2000. I don't know when. It was just like, yo, just take.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean? Which for me, that's not what I want at all.
Yeah.
Because I've got white friends, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who are amazing people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are great people. But I cannot ignore such statistics. For me, I just can't do that. And if that approach would work, I would definitely love to take that approach. I don't. For me, it's not necessarily about race.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not necessarily about race.
Just
it's
equality.
it's about equality. You know what I mean? And the quality of life. And because for me, I'm thinking 24 years into democracy, and we've still got people living in shacks. That's unacceptable for me, dude. Like, I've never lived in a shack in my life ever.
Yeah.
I've never experienced shack life ever in my life.
Never
And I'm
have I.
fortunate to say that. But I'm not ignorant of the fact that there are people
There
who
are
are
people who are living
who are
there.
experiencing it every single day of their lives. Conditions that I've never been in.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm thinking to myself, guys, something has to be done.
Yeah.
Like, level the playing field somehow.
They can't be billionaires and there's people who can't
Like-
even afford bread.
Like,
but then I want to go back to what I was saying. Let us not wait. Let us not expect. We need to. I'm not knocking anyone down.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the English, to the stats,
yeah.
I'm looking at Cape Town, for instance. If you've ever driven into Cape Town or flown into, in fact, any city, the first thing you see is the informal settlement. But like Cape Town is like so real, it's crazy. But I'm thinking that there are so many people who have gone from, I'm getting myself out of the situation that I was born in, for instance, some of them,
Yeah.
and I'm going to work my way into. I was reading a story today that one of these guys was living in a shack and he bought his first property in like Sandton or something like that.
Just.
So it's possible.
Yes.
It's
Dispute that at all.
Not for everyone.
I don't dispute that it's possible. I do not. I'm just saying that the mentality that unfortunately the previous government passed on to this generation and the generations or whatever that before us or whatever, and the conditions that the government enforced on black South Africans, put them in a state and in a mentality that a lot of them, not like. Otherwise,
No,
you let
but
me know what other explanation there is, because why would there be two separate qualities of education? Why
Yeah.
would there be white,
No,
you know what I mean,
100%.
education, and why would there be Bantu education? I'm sorry that
No,
your
no,
name
go
has to
for it.
come,
Don't
but
worry.
you know what I mean? Why would that? Why would those two dynamics exist? If and also another issue that I have is the conversation about land isn't being brought up by the people with the most percentage of land.
Yeah.
That's another concerning factor for me. That the fact that are you actually wanting to teach? Because are you actually wanting to see progress?
No, they don't.
Are you actually wanting, like, are you seeing these conditions? And if you are, what steps are you taking in actually in making a difference in changing these? So I know that not every white South African hasn't done anything, but I know that it's definitely not even 40% that have done something.
Can I ask you a question still? Have you ever had a conversation about racism with white people?
No, I've never, actually.
Yeah, I can tell. I have, man.
I've never actually.
The issue with majority of white people, it's not that they're racist, they're just ignorant to racism. because I had a conversation. I don't want to mention names with some white people, and I know that they're not racist, but the way they were so ignorant to the fact that there's racism, because they think that when black people talk about racism, it's more of like a scapegoat for, oh, this is happening because I'm black type of situation. Some people do, but we can't be ignorant of the fact that racism does exist in terms of there's no equality. Now, to prove that white people have no in teaching, they've had. I'm not saying all white people because there are some white people who are doing amazing things out there.
Of course.
Okay, but majority have this situation. But they'll look at a person living in a shack, and they won't even try to understand that person living there. To them, that person put themselves there. They don't think circumstances.
Can I tell you? I have had a conversation with a friend
Uh.
in regards to situations like that, and you know what their thing was? Their thing was, no, you need to work,
See,
and I can understand that, but to a certain degree, we can't take away certain factors.
yes,
We can't take away certain circumstances that might prevent an individual from even getting to a point of work.
yeah, they can't be your garden boys forever.
The fact that they've been started at such a disadvantage, and I know so many people have heard those rags to riches stories. I promise you, like I've heard some of them, but not a lot of people have the willpower to get to that place.
Yeah,
So it starts at will. Not a lot of people are motivated. You go to Ekasi. I grew up in the Kasi. Go to Ekasi. You go to Ekasi. You go to Ekasi. Not a lot of people are motivated enough to even get out of the hood. They're not thinking that big. They're
But
not
that's what I
thinking
was
that
talking
far.
about, that mentality that we need to go then and start
Educate.
molding them.
But who's we?
we need to educate
Me,
them.
you, Randy.
No, I didn't put them there.
Doesn't matter. So you're gonna allow them to.
Obviously, I'm being
You see-
provocative. I'm being provocative when I say
I
that.
get it,
When I
but
say
then you
that.
cannot allow your brother or sister to die there.
But Bantu,
Educate,
what
Baba.
I'm actually trying to get to is, what happens when you, me, L-Zee say no? Like people of our skin saying no, we didn't put them there. The old government put them there, right? What happens when we say no? We're not going to help. Is the majority of the land ownership, okay, English ran gone, but but are the people who are sitting at the top of the food chain actually going to say, okay, cool, they're not going to help, we're going to go in?
No, but that's where we have to then be like, Exe, get off your high horse and be within.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's unfortunately
That's just, yeah, anyway, but
that's the unfortunate part.
that's very unfortunate for me.
There's actually something that I watched on Sunday. Just to clarify, it was anime, but the storyline was freaking beautiful. Okay, I was amazed. In this anime, there was a prince. You know, this guy is like wealthy, like any royalty. And there was this princess that he was in love with,
Oh.
but she was a little up class, like bougie type of vibe. But he was a humble
like we
prince,
love
you know. He
bougie.
was humble royalty, and so she was driving in a carriage, and she noticed him like telling a story to these little kids. And so she stopped the carriage and she was like watching him because she thought that he was doing that to impress her. So then at the end of telling these kids a story, he like pays them, all of them. Like so that these are children like poor kids, like shack type of children. and he gives them all money. The kids are excited. So the princess walks up to him and she's like, "Oh, what you trying to buy the kids to come listen to your stories?" And his answer was, "At first, that is what I did to lure them in, but that is not why they come now. They actually enjoy being
Sure.
educated now."
Sure.
Because at first they didn't want to listen to me because of who I was. Like, you have it all type of situation, mm, you know. But at the end of the day, he still helps them
Sure.
because those kids still have to go home to no food at home, but he's giving them something. So at least they have that motivation. You know what? That guy is actually saying something to me.
Sure.
And he said,
And
they,
investing in me.
I was paying them so that they could actually
Sure.
come and listen to me. But now that's not why I pay them. Now I pay them just so they can have something, regardless of.
How many people would be willing to do that? I'm speaking from the minority.
Amen.
Who
No,
from the minority who have the majority.
unfortunately, not many do that. Some do.
In
do
this
that.
country, I'm speaking in this country specifically.
Yeah, I'm speaking in this country.
You know what? I have a cousin, right? You know what he does? He meets random people like when he soul wins and stuff like that, right? So he speaks to people about Jesus, and he like interacts with them, like on a deep level. So he'll speak to them about Jesus. He'll tell the people about Jesus. But then he'll want to find out about them. Well, hey, how are your conditions? Like, what's up? What's up with you? Do you have a job? What person will be like, nah, I don't have a job. Okay, are you interested in getting a job? Are you educated? What's going on? And he'll try walk a journey with that individual, not just giving them Jesus from a spiritual aspect only, but
Yes.
also from a practical
Yes.
perspective and aspect where he walks a journey with this individual, discipling this individual, finding a job for them, and actually like taking them through the whole
Investing in them, basically.
investing in them
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
whole way through to such a point where this individual is built up. And yeah, I all I'm saying is I would just like to see change. I'm not happy. Honestly, you know, Dr.
Still.
Miles Monroe said, like, how do you know if this is something that you need to pursue and do if it makes you mad? And this is one of those things that makes me mad. Like,
So then are we going to
That
be
would-
seeing you out there, Amanda?
let me be honest with you. I have
We
been
better not see you
contemplating it so much. I'm just being honest right now. I've been contemplating politics so much. I've been thinking about it in my mind. I'm thinking to myself, I want to see something happen.
We better not see you in a red jumpsuit, man.
Okay.
Okay.
One piece of advice.
Yes.
Don't allow. If you're going to do it,
Yes.
firstly, two pieces of advice. Okay. Firstly, if God says go for it, go for it. Two, don't allow to be brainwashed.
I was about to.
Persuaded by
I was
feelings.
about to go into that in a sense of I've noticed that a lot of people who were believers, believe in the word, like staunch Christians,
Yeah.
went into politics and all of a sudden now they just just like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Opposition
Nah.
leader, but we're not there.
Yeah.
Now, another thing, but the church is also not doing anything. That's another problem. Let's not just look at the world. Church also needs to step up. Because I feel like
from a
church
church
is asleep.
perspective, I'm not happy. I'll be
Yeah,
honest with you.
Yo, bro.
I'm really not. Like, and when I say that, I'm speaking about myself too.
Yeah.
Because I'm part of the church.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm speaking of myself too. So
Which is something
I'm
that
not
I wanted
happy.
to talk to you about, actually. Which is why I was saying you need to start the foundation. Because I want to serve in that foundation, okay?
Aw.
I really want to be part of something that helps people. But honestly, I don't know anything. But I have a church, Which,
You have a church?
Yes.
Oh, but I
not
thought-
that's my own,
I
but
thought
a
you
church
meant like
that I
you, the
attend.
pastor. I was like,
No,
wait.
Let it be that day.
First of all, I would have a very small congregation if I would have a church. But the church that I chose, that I made my home, okay, is because there's one thing that amazed me about them. It's like a seriously white church, okay, like everybody's there white type of situation, and Now I went there by default because I wasn't saved when I went there. So I was attracted to this white girl, and I went there for
Yo.
her, you know,
Can you imagine?
and that's where I actually got saved. Actually,
Yeah.
in pursuing this white girl, and very funny story, but that's not the
You
point
go
right
to a
now,
white church?
dude.
How did I not know? In Braylon?
My church, no, but across Braylon, like
How did I not
across
know
the
this
GM.
about you? Where? Where?
I'm a little Baptist church. Now,
Oh.
there's this one thing that amazes me about them. So they have the
No wonder you such a cheese. Huh?
oh, wow. He's gonna say I'm a cheese. Okay.
No, it makes sense now.
The kettle calling. No, what?
It's all coming back
The
to
pot calling
me
the kettle
now.
black. Yeah.
Okay, no.
Okay.
What?
So
No,
they
dude, you
have
can't
this.
do that. You can't throw punchline around throwing a punchline. Okay, fine, go.
You know, I was trying to say something
Aish,
positive,
this guy.
and this guy just killed my vibe. They have this foundation type of situation where they take kids out of basically they raise less privileged kids.
Yeah.
You know, fortunately, the kids that are there are black. Okay, um, so they raise them, take them to school, feed them, give them clothes, like basically everything that a parent's supposed to do. And then after you find a job, then you're on your own type of situation. But the thing that amazed me about that church, why I stayed with them, is for that reason. Because I've been to many churches, man. Like everybody used to invite me to church. Like people like, oh, you need to come to my church.
Yeah.
Because you know how Christians do. Like, oh, are you saved? No, you need to come to my church. Oh, are you saved? You saved? Okay, which church do you go to? That type of situation. So people used to always invite me to church. Like I've seen a lot of churches and I've seen all vibes. But the reason why I chose that one as my home is because, man, like it's not a fancy church. And the cool thing is, the money that they have, they put it in a pamphlet, which you get every Sunday when you go there. And the budget is there. And in that budget, they tell you everything that they do with that money. That offering that you give, your tithings, whatever, they tell you. From that last Sunday, we made, okay, this amount of money, and this is what we're going to do with it.
Okay.
Now
That's
think they have all these houses with all these kids who come from broken homes or whatever, and they're raising them. That is not one child is not cheap.
No,
Okay,
of course. Of course.
for them to raise so many kids, bro.
Of course. You know,
These are people with their own families.
You know, I came across a statement on Twitter like the other day. It said, what was it Facebook? I can't remember, but it was a statement like of this nature. It said, church needs to do, what's this, renovations or whatever,
Yeah,
for 2 million.
we're very good with those.
They'll stand and like fundraise and raise funds, and then someone comes with a need worth like 2 million, and they'll say come up for prayer, and I was like, snap. That hit me deep. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, how?
Priorities, man.
Man, I don't know. Like, I know you can't raise 2 million, rands for a congregation of 30,000 people, but I don't know, man. You gotta do something, you're not.
These are for people.
I think,
We're raising money for people who are saved and pretty much have their lives going on for them, but can't raise money to feed and clothe and even educate children. Yeah, it's sad, man.
Look, we still got a long way, and we're by no means perfect.
Hard for people. Foundation's
We're
gonna
by
happen.
no means perfect.
Okay,
and
I'm prophesying.
Thank you,
obviously,
Jesus.
we're progressing as soon as we get this land when we're building orphanages.
Okay, whoa. I'm not co-signing that. I'm not co-signing that one.
Just had to sneak that in there, man. Just had to sneak that in. You know,
I'm
we're
not
building
co-signing
churches.
that
We're
one.
building houses for these kids, man. We're building.
First of all, we got way too many churches. Okay.
Okay, fine. We'll build
We-
orphanages then. We'll
Yeah, I'm
we'll
down
do
with that.
we'll do something with
There are
this
too
land.
many churches, but
You know what I
nothing's
mean?
happening. Let's
You know
stop
what I mean?
building more churches.
Okay,
Like,
cool. Okay, cool. We'll build orphanages. We'll do something with this
Yeah, man.
these pieces of
Hard for
land
people.
that we're gonna be getting.
Hope it tune.
You know,
This needs to happen.
hopefully,
man.
hopefully, hard for
Underserved.
people's gonna get a piece of land also. They should, you know what I mean?
Now she's putting her hands up.
No, guys. The only reason why I'm receiving this land so we can give it to someone else to better someone else.
Hey,
This is for a Heart for People Foundation.
we'll see about that.
Did you? No, I'm for real, guys. Like, I'm so touched by what you're saying. Actually,
No,
about
man.
this
Like,
foundation.
guys, like, I really believe that we should do.
I've always dreamed of doing
Hard for
something
people.
like that since grade
Hard for
7,
people.
man.
Okay, let's pray. We'll
Let's all pray about it,
Yeah.
actually.
We'll pray
Let's
about it.
all
We'll
pray
stand,
about it.
yeah,
It'll
trust
happen.
God.
I'm with it.
It'll happen.
Like,
man.
honestly, I've
Somehow.
always wanted to be part of a faith foundation. You know.
But we gotta wrap it up, man. It's been an hour,
I
30
said
minutes.
I've got a question.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
My
yeah.
question is,
Yes, for sure.
how did you two meet? How did you become friends?
It's actually funny because it started from a fart.
Oh boy.
No,
Over
definitely
a,
because
over a girl.
That's not whoa.
Yes.
Hey, if you're gonna tell the story, tell it right. That's not how we met. We already met.
Yeah,
We
we'd
already
already
met.
yeah, True,
Then
true,
how do you
true.
become friends?
It started over a fart, over a girl.
Jesus.
So like
That's not how we became friends. I don't know why he always throws that in
Let
there.
me tell my story, okay? You tell your side of the story. I'll tell my side of the story. So basically, what had happened was, you know, L-Zee is a rapper, performer, and whatnot. He likes to flex when he's on the stage and whatnot. So what had happened was I had a girlfriend, you know, back then that I thought, man, she's like my everything. I'm gonna marry her, whatever. You know what I mean? I just recently been born again. I think I was like how many years? Because 2011, 2012, 2013. 2014, 3 years saved, you know what I mean? I never had a girlfriend after I got saved. She was my one, and I thought to myself, when I get, I'm marrying that one, you know what I mean? That's just what it is. And then what happens is, L-Zee is performing at this, what was it? What was happening that day? What was that?
Was it like competition or something, man? Like,
What that thing was.
it's weird.
Anyway, so he's performing at that thing, and so my girlfriend decided, okay, she's gonna go. You know, we were all there supporting you. L-Zee is our homeboy. We know him. You know what I mean? We know L-Zee. We're supporting him there, and then he decides, and he's gonna step off the stage and he's gonna put his arm around, you know, my girl and stuff like
But
that
while he's
rapping.
performing?
Yeah, while he's rapping.
So why did you catch feelings though? When?
see what-
Why did you catch
You see,
feelings?
you see watching this. You were watching that with Jay-Z because he did that. Now he did that.
Okay,
Not-
first of all, I did not do that.
And then no, you put your arm around
No, I put
Bilu.
my hand around her. I didn't put my
No.
arm around her.
L-Zee.
No.
It was your arm,
no,
dude.
I didn't put my arm around.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway,
it's in
it
the
was
past.
contact. There was contact. So I looked and I was like, okay, that's awkward. So I'm sitting there. I'm still, you know, supporting him, clapping him. I'm like, okay, this is super awkward. And then his performance is done, and then we go back to our seats, and I'm sitting now, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, that was awkward. And she's like sitting next to me. She's like, yo, I can't believe he did that. Like, she's mad. Like, I wasn't even really mad. I was just still like, okay, how do I process? I don't know how to process this. I mean, what do I do with this information?
Okay,
You know what I
Tuna.
mean? What do I do with what I've just seen? And so because she was so mad, I was like, yeah, now I'm getting mad now. I'm like, okay, now I'm mad now. Now I'm mad. And at the end of the whole thing,
I feel like she was touched. I feel like she loved all the attention.
and then at the end of the whole thing, like, and bear in mind, this is a church event. It's in a church, you know what I mean, church building. At the end of the whole thing, I go up to L-Zee, I confront him. We almost end up fighting.
Kid?
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
was heated.
This is a Bible student. He was a sound engineer working. I was serving for I was a Bible student. We almost ended up fighting. You know what I mean?
But
So-
where were the other people to stop all of this?
They were around. They were
there
there.
to
They were
stop
there
the
to
whole
stop it. Yeah, they were there to stop the situation.
That's why we didn't fight.
Yeah. So evidently, I end up apologizing. I'm like, yo, man, sorry, I messed up. That was just super childish. That was just super childish. Whatnot. And obviously, the relationship with the girl didn't last and stuff like that. And I think
So
from-
I saved him.
yeah, he did actually indirectly.
God.
So and I realized from that day, I said, never again will I fight over a woman ever in my
Sure.
life. Ever.
Unless she's your wife.
Yeah, unless she's my wife. That's exactly. Those were precisely my words. Actually, I said never again, ever, ever. And even with my wife, right? If she's deciding, no, I want to go this direction.
I was about to say, even if she is your wife, don't go fight because
I'm like,
so nah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? So, evidently, and then we just started speaking more and more and converse about stuff, music mostly, sound sometimes because I was doing like the sound course nyana with them as well. You know, they were teaching me some stuff about sound nyana. Thanks, L-Zee. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
Gotta
like,
throw that plug in
yeah,
there.
I got to, man. But mostly like it was just like our interest in media, mostly our interest in media, our passion for media, our passion for music, our passion. Like, you need to understand, like L-Zee and myself are like two different people initially.
But they did the
Very.
same.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like there's that one
the
thing
same
that
coin.
Yeah, there's that one thing that connects us,
You know what I
which
see?
is
Sorry
just
for
that
jumping
passion.
in this,
Yeah,
dear.
for sure.
I promise you, I see
Yeah.
twins.
Are you serious?
Because I've grown up with twins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys
got
are
twin
like
brothers, yeah.
like this,
Gemini twins.
and
Yeah.
and
Why
this is
not, man?
beautiful. And
Oh,
look
thanks,
at how
man.
the enemy tried to steal.
Man, that's the same thing I was telling him the other day. I'm like, man, this is crazy. How Satan tried to mess this thing up, man. Like, there would be no blueprint sessions if if we had stayed in that point, like in that whole.
And all the other things that are going to
Would've
come
sucked.
from this partnership.
come
Yeah,
on,
boy.
come on.
So,
I see
yeah,
that.
Come
guys.
on, man.
Come on,
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm proud of y'all.
No, thank you.
Thank
And-
you,
and-
thank you, thank you.
Happy that it turned out for good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
L-Zee, don't mess it up this time. okay?
Yeah.
Just gonna throw it out there. Just gonna throw that out there. Just
Nah,
let
I
it-
learned my
and then,
lesson.
Okay,
I
you've
learned
already
my
had
lesson.
Bantu prophesy and tell you that she dreamed to you and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up.
Okay, I don't know why we had to go there.
I just had to, got to.
Thank
It's
you,
been
thank you,
absolutely
thank you.
amazing, man. I think I've enjoyed this session.
Next time Bantu comes, you better host with us.
Yeah, Bantu, actually, yeah, I'd love
You're gonna be a host,
I'd
you're not
love
gonna
to
be a
have
guest
you
next
on
time
you
again.
come,
Yeah.
I've
That
ever
would be
graduated. Ever graduated
super-
levels.
Yeah, I will
Hashtags
like it.
levels.
That would be super dope, bro,
Yeah,
for real.
honey.
That was
Yeah, man,
super
she
dope.
gives good conversation.
Because imagine when we go, when we take
Visual.
off visual, yeah, like
Sure.
consistently.
I'm
when
in.
When we take off visual consistently,
I'm in.
and we start to have like these cool, dope things happening. Like for instance, like we go out, like these interviews, we go
Yeah.
to
I'm
red
in.
carpets.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
so in.
Interview artists and stuff like that.
I'm in.
Actors go to the Oscars, Grammy sometimes to interview people.
guys.
Blueprint sessions live.
Live,
Yeah.
you understand what I mean? We go on television networks, blueprint sessions on television networks,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
podcasts
yeah,
of
yeah.
the future.
Mhm.
Like
Yes, Lord, I'm
imagine
in.
like
All the
do
stuff we'll be
ciphers,
hosting,
do
man.
all these things, ciphers,
Yeah.
platforms like for artists to just maybe do a song or two.
Let's
or
not throw
just to
too
get them
much
recognition.
information
I was
out
gonna
there.
say,
Because
be
people-
Actually, you
careful.
know what? Yeah.
Careful.
You know, I just
People
edit
steal.
this out. Just edit this out.
People
Just
steal.
edit,
There are some people
edit
that-
some stuff out, and then leave this part where I say edit this out. Yeah.
So
for
yeah,
sure.
I'm in. I support the vision,
Nah, that would be so
100%.
dope. That would be so dope.
And I think, yes, I mean, I wouldn't have come second time. Look at God, if I didn't believe in you guys.
True. That's
Yeah.
true.
I honestly believe
That's true.
that
That is
you're
powerful,
going
man.
places, guys.
Thank you, my sister. Thank
Yeah,
you.
allow God to use you.
We
Cool.
appreciate that,
Thank
man.
you.
I'll send you my invoice later.
Definitely. You know what? I like that because
No,
that means
no.
that we'll have to meet the. You get
Yeah.
it? You get what I'm saying?
We'll step up.
You get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like she said, she's gonna send us an invoice later. And I said, that's cool, though, because that means that we'll have the...
Yeah,
To-
by the means.
To,
yeah,
I mean, exactly.
to provide.
Yeah,
God never disappoints, man.
straight up.
My
Also,
sister-
stuff... are you wrapping it up or what you doing? Are you continuing conversation?
I was gonna wrap it up, but you were saying
No, I was
something.
wrapping it up also.
Oh, I sweet then.
Okay, no, you wrap it up.
My sister, it's been awesome. A real blessing.
That time I've
to
been
have a
family
convo-
zoned. Can you imagine?
Wow.
I never expected it.
Okay.
Oh, my word.
You went from friend to family, and you offended.
Yeah, I've got like one of my friends. He always says, what does he call? He called me. He's like, you're one of the boys. I'm like, you can't do that. You
Who?
can't.
L-Zee?
No, one of my friends from
Oh.
church. They'd be like, you're one of the boys. I'm like, I'm not though. Like,
Nah,
best believe.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
how I
aight.
feel.
Now I feel you.
Yeah, that's cool.
No,
That's
much
dope.
respect.
It is what it is.
You want to let them know your handles?
Yeah.
Okay, so Instagram, a heart for people.
Yeah, boy.
One word.
One word.
Okay.
Facebook, Bantu, Sandisiwe Pungani. Twitter, I'm scared of Black Twitter, so I'm still on a pause.
Really?
You.
Are
Those
you on
people are
Twitter though?
brutal. I used to be.
Okay. I'm on Twitter now.
But you don't have to be on Black Twitter if you're on Twitter.
You don't have to be. That's
Those
Yeah,
are people who
but,
like things.
I'm on Twitter and I've just I'm trying to enter that space of Black Twitter. Like I'm
Oh,
trying to
okay.
get into that space. Like I'm trying to.
He's trying to
I'm
be.
nav- I'm
he's trying to be
navigating-
Black Twitter.
Relevant.
No. Yeah, yes.
Trying to be Black Twitter.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. This is why.
'Cause of Black Panther.
Because no. Because if you're
That-
because
Wakanda.
because this thing because this is the thing. If you family right, if you family with people, chances are of it when it's your turn to be like really like ridiculed. You know, they'll probably protect you.
Not
instead of,
Black
like-
Twitter.
Nah,
Yeah,
trust
no,
me.
Definitely not Black
Nah,
Twitter.
bruh.
But like it won't be as brutal as if you weren't part of Black Twitter. You know what I mean? At least they'll know you. They'll be like, and you'll be able to like shrug it off a little bit better because you already know them and they know you. Type of
Nah,
vibe.
B.
You know what I mean?
Not
Yeah.
Black
That'll
Twitter.
destroy you on
No,
Twitter.
look, I've noticed there's a community there. Because I'm like navigating, like literally, I follow almost everyone who's a part of Black Twitter. So now, like, my following is up until I think I've got like 650 followers or
What?
something like that. Yeah, I've got like
Yeah, you gotta
650.
throw some plus in there.
So I've got like 650 followers or something like that, and I'm following I think about 400 and something people. A lot of the majority of them are put those people amongst the Black Twitter community because I just want to be in those spaces. I just want to.
So you got more followers than the people you are following.
Which is good.
Man, you clearly birthing something.
My homie, I've been on this. I'm joining Black Twitter. My
Amen.
application
You probably
is-
do what Sivu does. So Sivu uses all these hashtags. I'm just like, but my friend, she will hashtag Will Smith on a picture of
Nah.
herself. And I'm like,
Nah,
what's going
nah,
on?
I don't do that. Nah, I don't do that. You know what I
Those
do?
Extra hashtags.
No, you know what I do, nah? You know what I do? Because they have these follow train weekends or something like that. So they say follow everyone who retweets this. So instead of me retweeting this follow back thing, I just go and see who has retweeted it, and I follow everyone who has retweeted it, and they obviously do the right thing and they follow back.
And then you unfollow them.
And I unfollow. No, I don't unfollow them. I unfollow anyone who didn't follow. So I unfollow everyone who didn't follow me.
Oh, that's what I also do on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a celebrity these days, man. I don't follow. Guys, like, people follow me. I don't follow people.
I think it's that picture, your album picture.
You nah?
Ah.
It's probably.
Can Patrick
Wow.
It's
see?
probably-
Wow.
Thanks, family. It was
Wow.
great.
It's been awesome. Thank you so much, Wendy. L-Zee, are you gonna drop your Twitter handles? Oh, I'm not Twitter handles. Social media handles.
I'm L-Zee Braden's Finest on Facebook. L-Zee Braden's Finest on Instagram. L-Zee Braden's Finest on Twitter. Yeah. That's and Blueprint CEO on Instagram too. I have 2 Instagrams.
Why would... Okay, no. That's going to open another conversation.
Yeah, like
It is.
he's got a lot of accounts. I don't understand. It's so creepy. Like,
Okay, don't talk too much.
okay,
Your handles.
still Dlamini Instagram, still underscore Dlamini Instagram, still
Underscore.
yeah, still underscore Dlamini Twitter. Make do the right thing, brother Wakanda on Twitter also. So No. It's still one account. It's still underscore Dlamini, but then it's just also Brother Wakanda. And then on Facebook, it's still Dlamini, Wakanda forever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on this. I'm gonna say this was a great
Black
episode.
Panther did amazing
it
numbers,
was
by the way.
amazing.
We didn't even speak about
Thank
Black
you,
Panther.
Bantu. Thanks, peace.